Hey, and welcome back to another installment of my toolkit that I use to get these um, Hawks learning stuff done. We're going to be looking at lesson 8, and for brevity's sake, I'm just going to be explaining one of the instances where we're going to use the toolkit. Keep in mind that if you haven't used my toolkits before, the green boxes is where you actually do the inputting, and the blue box is where all the computing gets done at. If you accidentally mess up this stuff in here, don't worry. Just hit Control Z or re-download the assignment the toolkit from someplace else and just use that one. I don't have enough time to really explain Excel to anybody, so hey, I'm gonna get started. All right, I'm gonna redo that certification, and some of this stuff takes a long time, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause here, and then we'll get back into it. Okay, so the down and dirty about this tool, this mean and median tool right here is really very simple and very easy to do. All you have to do is just be really careful about how you type in the information from here and over here. And this is asking for the median. It's going to be in the blue box right here at 197. Let's go ahead and put that in. Make sure that's right. And it is because I put it in. All right, we'll come back to this and I'll show you it again. Okay, so exactly what I'm talking about here. This can happen. It's just because I probably put in the wrong. It asked for the mean. It did ask for the mean, so I put in 29. And it should have been 28. It's just as simple as looking at the thing and making sure you get it right, or you're putting in the right answer. The answer was correct. See, 28, 28. Boom. Moving on, putting that behind me. All right. Oh shoot, I gotta push pause on this bad boy. Okay, so it's asking for the mean, I mean the median, okay, which is gonna be 18 right here based on what I think I put it in right. Now that I got one wrong, I'm worried. I'm not. All right, so the value in the data set occurs most frequently. Okay, so this right here, look at the wording inside this question and look over here in this screenshot right here. You'll see it here, occurs most frequently, and that is the mode. All right, mode. Submit answer. All right. Okay, so this one here is going to be asking about mode, unimodal, bimodal, and multimodal. Difference between all of them, no modes, usually a bunch of answer words that are letters that are all like the same. Unimodal is usually it's got three numbers that are repeating. Bimodal is usually have two sets of words of letters that are actually numbers that are repeating, and multimodal is three, of course, or more. But I haven't seen any more than three. This is like my third time doing this, actually fourth if you count the practice. Okay, so let's just write because I like to write these down actually. So and the quickest way to do this is go from right to left to right and just kind of like Harry reading it. And I don't see any other 19s. I see 21. So I'm like 21 down. 14. I don't see any 14s. Do see a 32. And 15. I don't see. And look at that. 26. Oh, so just 26, 21, 32, and 26. That's going to make it multimodal. All right, so we're going to 21, separate it by a comma, 32, with a comma in there, 26, and that's the right answer. Okay. All right, so this is where a little explanation of this comes a long way. The way you read this is that the mean and the median have one thing in common, is that they're both countable and they're measurable. All right. The difference between the both of them, though, is that mean has no outliers and median does have outliers. Mode is just a simple question that cannot be counted or measured, and you just kind of get to the answer. So anyway, type of homes recently sold by a realtor, single family, duplex, etc. So we don't really know. We can't actually do that. So we're going to say no measurable values. and submit answer. That's it. Okay. All right. So this is another thing, one of those, and let me just pause because this is redundant. Okay, so we're actually at a question now that I was really proud of how I was actually able to accomplish this. If you look up here in the formula bar where all the data gets stored in your cell, like this is what the thing came out to be, and there's no way to protect that. So if you come over here and you delete something, just hit Control Z or undo it up here, just because you're really gonna screw up that whole thing. Everything kind of counts on what's going on in this little bar. But don't worry, it's not a big deal. I'm not a coder, so anyway. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna put in the information that we see from left to right. C and a 24. So right here we're gonna put C and 24, right? B and 26, and then A and 11. Okay, and that's going to give us a GPA of 2.79. That is going to give us a green bar. You're welcome. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and pause because this is also redundant. Okay, so this is actually a very important one that I wanted to make sure we got in here. So what we're going to do here is this middle tool. I didn't bother giving it a name because I didn't really know what to call it, but so it's basically your average. So the guy had an 88.4 average, and that is going to be right there in the final X column. So 88.4. All right, and then the rest of his grades were 94, 4, 92, 84, and 79. Must have been more difficult. But anyway, so basically what they're asking is if the final test average was this, and these are the other ones that he's had, what exactly was his fifth one? And if it does give you more than 4 here or whatever, you just change this variable right there. It hasn't, but 93 is going to be our answer. Okay, so this is one of the examples of no mode because it's all repeating. Okay, all right. Well, we'll just keep going. Why not? Again, this okay. So this was the weighted average one, and let's see where it's 740 here. All right. So from what I've seen in the past, it's always been 50, 30, and 20, and these right here are actually the variables. So let's delete what we got here from the previous question. Let's make it 82, 78, and 86. And don't switch it up at all. So really, that's your number right there. 81.6. Yep, 81.6. Green bar. Okay, and we might actually be done here. So let me pause it. Okay, just really quick, because I just got this answer right here. Just wanted to make sure you guys see what I'm doing here. Right down here at the bottom is just kind of like a counter, and you see it says count A. It's really just counting everything that's in this range right here. And if it's got text in it, or if it's got any kind of numbers in it, it just counts it. So like this 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. And what this does is it helps me keep track of how many I got here. I know that there's 6 on this column and there's 6 on this column, so that gives me a total of 12. That should say 12. You know, that way I know I at least have the exact same number of things in here, and that can just get really confusing when you don't really know. You've seen so many dang things. All right. And hey, look at that. We're all done. I hope you like this, and again, I'll see you in class.